not impossible, but it's a great win. The fact that Chelmsford
The one side looking in at the 9 seed, Belmont gets the 8 seed. Tewksbury will play Lynn English first round here, guys. What do we think in terms of this matchup?
go no matter what position.
They put up big points.
Of
Well, the game, the last 4 games, that's a startling number, Tim, to be giving that up as you head to the playoffs against a unbeaten Revere team. That's a giant number.
And they're not scoring themselves, so they're giving up large points, and they're not even putting any drives. I mean, I almost reached out to you, Tim, and said, hey, are we going to put up North Andover as their defense player of the week? They held them to 14 yards. So that's pretty. That's reached out to you, Tim, and said, "Hey, are we going to put up North Andover as their defense player of the week?" They held them to 14 yards. So that's pretty scary.
Why didn't you? That would have been phenomenal.
Because Hector doesn't like that, and I don't. Constant issues with Hector each week off air is not good for me. So I'm all I'm all about peace.
All right, so
hey,
go ahead.
I just like to have individuals sing.
Agree with you. But that's impressive numbers, though, for Drake, who's got a bunch of stars, who have some real good athletes who can put up numbers. For them to be shut out that much was pretty interesting.
Speaking of the stars of the week, Tim, are we ready to wrap?
We are ready to wrap.
Talk about the vote, because
let me ask you real quick. You got to get to Foxborough.
Years,
yep. Some of us got to keep working after this. All right, real quick, in terms of upsets, out of any of the matchups we talked about, which do you see, each one of you, which do you see is most realistic of happening?
On the most realistic scale, I don't think many is very realistic, but I would go with Lynn English against Tewksbury is the game that you might see a potential for an upset, strictly because they can score. That's when you say most realistic, it probably has a 5% chance of happening, but I would say Tewksbury going down would be the one game maybe.
All right, Tim, I have an answer to that. As you both pointed out last week when you picked the Jets, I think you're both seeing ghosts, and I'm going to call the upset of the playoff, and I'm going to go with my
He's doing it. He's doing it.
I'm going to upset Andover, and the player of the game is going to be Anthony Romano, who is going to be the defensive beast. I think they're going to have a game plan against Andover. They're going to shut them down, and it's going to shock
the world.
MVC Gridiron next week. Methuen over Andover. Final score 21-20. Methuen wins in a shocker.
Interesting.
I mean, that's the one that I can see, and it's only if Methuen finds a way to get their energy back. I don't want to say Lynn.
Connor was cleared to play, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow,
that's good.
Wow, breaking news. All right. I mean, guys, first, a huge shout out to the fans. I mean, this. I mean, we're seeing more and more votes every week here. It's phenomenal, and it's a great race. Well, first of all, let me get out of the way. Want to say huge congratulations. Tyler Keogh wins the player of the week. I said I was going with the fan vote, and he won by 14 votes, over 1,100 votes, and he won by 14 votes. So Tyler Keogh, the player of the week last week.
Hey, real quick, hats off to Andover and the Brown family and everyone else who pushed for that vote. And people could have easily been outraged and, oh my God, and when asked for explanations were given. And we're not doing this to stir up controversy. No. We're doing this to highlight players. But tremendous amount of respect out to Andover for just saying, okay, he lost by 14 votes, and we're moving on. It doesn't take anything away from Brown's performance, and look what he did. Came back this week and put himself right back into it, and which is pretty impressive.
And the Andover vote is right back at it this week. You've got Scott Brown; he's back in it. Kyle Dorigo, as we mentioned, won the flash poll to get him into the 4 slot. Jacob Tamayo from Lawrence, Mike Lupoli from Chelmsford. So far, it's 31, and again, we got close to 600 votes already, far exceeding, probably double the amount of votes we usually see at this stage of putting the poll up. Right now, Tamayo's leading 31%. Dorigo Brown tied for 28%. All that said, Hector, who do you see?
I'm going to make this quick and painless. I saw the video. I'm going with Scotty Brown.
Bill?
I'm sticking with my Lawrence guy, going with Tamayo. I think the Lawrence vote is there, and the whole city's going to rally around him, and they're going to make up for them just getting eked out of the playoffs, and they're going to give him the MVC Gridiron Player of the Week.
I will leave my vote up to the fans again, and because as much as I love what Brown did and saw it firsthand, we want to keep this interesting. I will go with the fans again. Hector, I don't see it out of the realm of possibility. You could be 4 for 4 here.
Sorry,
Tim, I thought you liked haddock, and haddock goes with fries. It's not like chicken and waffles. Stop waffling. Pick somebody, Tim. Be your own man.
Listen, I just want to keep the vote interesting. I don't want people to feel like it's over. So I'm gonna go with the fans. All right. Final thoughts. Final thoughts, Hector, before you leave?
Final thoughts. The real season starts now. Championships are won. They're all set. Central and Tewksbury, and congratulations to them. Now the real season begins. The playoffs are a fun time. Enjoy it. You get a chance to enjoy it. Hopefully there'll be night games, and everything will be good, and we'll be able to go from there. So very excited about the season.
Final thoughts, Bill?
No, just, Tim, it's been a great season, and just hats off to all the players and what they're doing, and enjoy it, because high school's over. For many of them, they're not going to play, and I just love hearing the interviews, and I think the videos that we've added this year and online stuff, after the game videos have been great. So go Pats.
All right, go Pats. Listen, we'll put up all the schedules for the non-playoff teams online as those become available. We'll put them up on Twitter. As I mentioned, we'll also put up the Manny Lara, Jacob Tamayo, and Vinny Schmidt interviews. For Bill Bryant, for Hector Longo, huge thank you, and to you, the fans, for just continuing to support this week after week. We love the reaction. We love the interaction. Keep coming at us. We will be talking playoffs next week here on MVC Gridiron Weekly, presented by Davila and Del Fusco Insurance.